This Richard Sherman story is really interesting. Seth Wickersham, who's one of the best in the business, wrote a long profile for ESPN the magazine about what the root was of the trade talks for Richard Sherman this offseason. And what it boiled down to was that Richard Sherman has been combative, he has been resentful, he has been angry and rage-filled since that Super Bowl loss. Now, part of this is in his DNA. Richard Sherman likes to make mountains out of molehills, and that's what he fuels himself on. Him yelling to Aaron Andrews about Michael Crabtree, him looking for every slight as motivation, him pushing himself to become a great cornerback despite being drafted in the 5th round. Richard Sherman lives with a fire burning. And so he needs logs for that fire. But what this profile said was everything changed within that organization when they lost that Super Bowl on the 1-yard line with the interception. Because A, Pete Carroll still has not apologized for the play call, has still contended it was the right play call. And that also the defense has felt like we were the backbone, we are the strength of this team, and you ride us harder than anybody else. And when the offense makes a mistake, like Russell Wilson throwing a bad pass at the goal line to lose us a Super Bowl, you don't get on his case, you let it slide. And that the Pete Carroll hunky-dory, life is good, everybody should be happy type of thing is not working. And that since that time, there's been serious resentment from Richard Sherman towards Russell Wilson for kind of getting it easy from the coaching staff, and resentment towards the coaching staff for that play call and not admitting they made a mistake, and some urgency, some paranoia maybe, that the window is closing. And that has led to Richard Sherman outburst on the sideline last year, remember, when they had a play call at the goal line and he yelled at Darrell Bevell and yelled at Pete Carroll about the play call. And we all said, why are you yelling at the offense when you're on defense? Richard Sherman having a very public spat with the media, suggesting he was going to get credentials revoked from media members that questioned him. And that apparently on the practice fields, he has yelled at Russell Wilson, you bleeping suck. And has had very heated discussions with Pete Carroll about all of these things that he hates.